One question I get a lot from students when they're overhead pressing is how to minimize the clicking that they hear as they go overhead, or the instability they feel at the top of their press. I'm not a clinician, so if you're having pain with overhead pressing or really feeling restriction, definitely see a clinician and see if they can help. I'm a coach, so I can help you troubleshoot the movement. So I'm going to give you a few ways that you can try and troubleshoot your overhead press if you're feeling some clicking or hearing clicking without pain, or maybe just feeling some instability at the top of the position. Always make sure that your starting position is strong, you have complete control, and then go into your press from there. If you're starting from a position where maybe you are relaxed, maybe your base is a little unstable, then it's going to be a lot harder for you to find your tension, create force before you go into your press. So make sure that your base position feels strong, it feels solid. If somebody tried to pull this kettlebell away from me, they'd have a hard time doing it because I'm locked into place. Second thing I'd say is look at the eccentric or the lowering portion of your press. So on the way down, I'm going to think about pulling or dragging that kettlebell down, almost corkscrewing it down so that I can load the lats and the torso, almost like I'm loading a spring. Once that spring is loaded and they have that tension like a slingshot, I'm going to use that to propel myself back up. So, strong starting position. I'm going to press. On the way down, I'm going to think about pulling and loading that spring so that I come right back down to my nice strong position. Another way to troubleshoot your overhead press, if you're feeling that clicking, non-painful, in the shoulder joint or some instability overhead, is just a simple rotation as you're pressing. And sometimes that rotation will allow you to hold or create more tension as you go into your lockout position. So what that would look like, and I'm going to do it from a half kneel position with a kettlebell, but you could use a dumbbell as well. You could do this from standing. Is when I get to my sticking point, right about here, I'm just going to subtly rotate as I press overhead. As I come down, I'm going to reverse that motion and I'm going to rotate as I come back in to rack position. And that subtle rotation might just help you create and hold a bit more tension to keep that humeral head kind of centrated in the shoulder capsule. And as you come down, that rotation will help you engage the torso and the lats to maintain control on the way down. Because sometimes if you feel instability at the top, it might be that you're not starting from a stable place before you press. One thing that I like to use is a simple mini band to help people create tension or torque as they're pressing overhead. So what you'll do is you'll grab the mini band and you'll place it around your wrists. I like it a little lower than the wrist actually, so you can create some really good outward force. Now I'm going to be doing this from a half kneel position, but you can do it standing or from a tall kneel. You can do it holding your dumbbells or kettlebells, even a barbell. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create fists to kind of create some tension for myself, and I'm going to fight the band. It's going to try to pull me in, so I'm going to pull out. Now as I press overhead, my job is to hold that tension all the way up and not allow it to pull me back in.